Well, I didn't even want to make a video today, but I'm doing it anyway. Honestly, this is perfect alignment because I needed a nice spot to film, and figured, well, I should go to the beach. And then I was kind of hanging out around the hostel, like, maybe someone else wants to come to the beach, so I asked a couple people, and they're like, no, I'm doing this, or whatever, I don't know, I'm doing that, or whatever, doesn't matter. It's perfect because if they would have come, I might not have made a video. So, it's like the universe forced me to make a video, because it knew that I didn't want to. And that's how it works. But also the point is I was thinking, maybe I don't really want to go to the beach if no one wants to come with me. Do it anyway. That's the point of the video. You know, life isn't just gonna wait for you to have the perfect conditions. You know? Confidence doesn't come before you make the moves. You have to make the move, see that you can be competent, then the confidence comes as a consequence. That's the beauty of it. Action comes first. It's like the other day I was, when I made this video, my last video about pride, and I had this idea suddenly. I'm like, I should interview some people for something different. Honestly, like, when this idea hit me, I was suddenly, like, kind of nervous, because I'm thinking, like, oh man, like, how do I go about this? Like, how are people gonna react? Like, I mean, I've seen this kind of thing done before, but I've never actually really gone out of my way to try to interview people. So I was, kind of nervous about it, because I'm like, oh, now I gotta, like, approach people and ask them a question, ask if it's okay if they're in my video and all this. I gotta pretend like I'm a serious YouTuber or something like this. But it was just all these thoughts, but I had this idea, like I was sitting in this restaurant and I suddenly had this idea, and I was like, screw it, if I don't act on it now, then I'm not gonna do it. Because I was thinking, oh yeah, I'll do it when I get to the next city, or I'll do it when I run into the right people and get a conversation going, then I can just ask them. No. I just realized in that moment, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right now. And so that's what I did. I just suddenly went up to the people in the restaurant. It's like, do you want to be in a video? I just thought of a video. Maybe you want to be in it. And they're like, sure, no problem. And then, I was walking down the street, and a couple people, I was like, hey, mind if I ask a question? They're like, sure, okay. And as soon as I did it, then it was fine. Then I wasn't worried about it at all. And I asked a few people, they rejected me, and then I collected some videos. I'm like, okay, well, that's enough, I guess, for now. But the point is, like, it went a lot better, and it only happened because I acted on it in that moment. The idea came to me, and I just went, let's do it right now, before I think my way out of this somehow. And that's kind of the point. And then actually that same day, later that evening, I went out for dinner by myself at this restaurant, and I was the only one in there. And then this girl walked in that I had seen before. I'd never talked to her. And I just suddenly thought, like, maybe I should go approach her and invite her to dinner, just because why not? You know, like, two people eating alone. Maybe she wants some company. And then I thought that, and suddenly was kind of, like, nervous for a second. I'm like, oh, this is kind of weird. And then I was thinking, well, what's the worst thing? She just says, no, I want to be alone. Okay, whatever, big deal. So I was like, okay, screw it, do it right now. So I just got up, went over and asked, and actually she ended up being quite receptive and was like, yeah, definitely, like, sounds good. And then we ended up having a nice dinner together. And same thing, that only happened because in that moment I had this idea and just thought, okay, act on it right now. Like, the point is in these situations I was nervous or also sort of hesitant, but I just did it anyway. Because if you just do it, then you'll see after, oh, it's not that bad. Oh, there was actually not that big reason to be nervous. Oh, like, now that I did this, and I saw that I was confident, saw that it worked out better than I expected in some cases, now I actually gain confidence by doing that. And that's the way that it works. When you have an idea, you need to just act on it. Like, if you sit around waiting for the perfect conditions, you'll be waiting forever. First comes action, then comes motivation, then comes confidence, and all these other things. Just drinking this Cola Epola drink. It's kind of, it's whatever. I don't know. It's like 2% alcohol or something. I just wanted something different to drink. Yeah, it's not a beer day today. Anyway, check out these beautiful surroundings. Some people chilling over there. I don't know why, like, this is like fenced off, or not fenced off, but ribboned off. I guess because there's this guy doing construction here. Whatever. They'll tell me to move if I need to. It's not a big deal. I just wanted somewhere that was like somewhat not busy so I could film and chill and hopefully not have to worry about my stuff so much. Anyway, back to the topic here. Just on the same kind of thing, there was lots of times in my life where I wasn't necessarily feeling great. Like, maybe I was feeling a little low, a little upset, unmotivated, directionless, something like this. And one thing that always kept me going was going to the gym. And I'm not saying you have to go to the gym, this is going to change your life. I'm not one of these people. I do believe fitness has incredible benefits, and I do think that everyone should at least try to have some basic amount of fitness, especially if you're feeling depressed. If you can eat healthy and get fit, that's like step one, and you'd be surprised how much that can change, just a simple thing like that. But the point is when I was feeling down a lot of the time, or a lot of days I was feeling shitty, or like, I don't even want to do this, like, feeling so, like, demotivated that I was like, I don't even want to go to the gym, like, I don't have the energy for it, I don't feel right today. I did it anyway. It didn't matter. Even if I went there and I hated every second of it, even if I went to the gym and I was like, oh my god, like, my body's in pain, I hate this, I don't feel motivated at all, I did it anyway. And that's the point. It was like a place to start, at least. Do it anyway. And it only got better from there. That's the point. Like, it grew. Because I just kept on doing it anyway. And eventually, the motivation, eventually the feeling of purpose, all these things that came later as a consequence of just doing it. And I guess more related to what I'm doing right now, I always wanted to express myself in more ways, like, and I started watching these different YouTubers, people making videos in this style, and some of them doing really well, and I'm thinking, like, how did they do that? And I realized most of them, they just did it. They just started somewhere. That's the point. So that's what I did one day. I was like, no one's gonna come along and just hand anything to me. No one's just gonna be like, here you go, like, here's a YouTube channel. No one's just gonna also be in the perfect situation where everything is just lined up. Like, there wasn't gonna be some day where suddenly I was like, oh, now I know exactly what I'm doing. Like, without any experience, just by, I don't know, watching videos, or even if I went to school and took like a videography course. It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't actually put me in the spot to just be successful. The only thing that was actually gonna give me any sort of chance to do any of the stuff that I'm doing right now was to just do it. So one day, that's what I did. I just woke up and was like, screw it. I'm gonna go to the store, I'm gonna buy a camera, and I'm gonna make a video about something. Like, whatever's on my mind, I'm gonna talk about it, I'm gonna make a video. And that was step one. And then to continue on that concept, because I didn't know anything about making videos or cameras or nothing. So I went out and bought this camera, and then I drove way out into the forest, hiked up this mountain because I was like, this is going to be a cool film location. And then I got there and I realized, oh, I don't have a memory card for the camera. And, you know, some people might have just given up right there, like, and been like, oh, this is a sign, it's all a failure, like, I don't know what I'm doing. I said, no, screw this. What I do still have is my cell phone. So I pulled out my phone and I made a video. I did it anyway. And now it's slowly growing into something. And am I like an incredible videographer now? Am I like a big YouTuber? No, but I started somewhere and I just kept going with it. And no matter what obstacle came, I just went through it. I just did it anyway. And that's the point. And because I made those first steps, because I just did it anyway those first few times, now I just keep on running into different obstacles and I just go, okay, I'm going to figure out a way to do this. I'm going to figure out a way around it. And that's how it works with anything in life. And that's the point. This isn't specifically about trying to become a content creator or trying to achieve fitness goals even. It's as simple as like, oh, I'm nervous about this job interview. Do it anyway. Like, oh, I'm nervous to ask this girl out. Do it anyway. If something means something to you, if you have an idea in your heart and you have the smallest bit of, oh, this could mean something, this could turn into something, do it anyway. And yeah, I'm glad I came to the beach anyway, even though no one wanted to join me. Now I'm going to finish this kind of mediocre cola drink, and I'm going to listen to Knee Deep by Zac Brown and go stand knee deep in the water and just enjoy life, because I don't need it to come to me. I go to life. Thanks for watching. Do it anyway.